Well, good morning and welcome to day 2 of competition here at the European Championships in Montpellier in France. I'm joined this morning by Sandra Zaghetti. Good morning, Sandra.
Good morning everyone.
We're going to take a look at the 4 weight categories that we've got to bring to you today. 2 men's, 2 women's weight categories, the under 73 and the under 81 kilo categories for men, and the under 63 and the under 70 kilo category for women. Let's take a look first of all at the men's under 73 kilo category. Sandra, who have you picked out this morning that we should be having a look at?
Yeah, this morning I picked out Dirk van Tichel from Belgium. I think
he's the number 1 seed.
Yes, he's number 1 seed, and he been doing well lately, and always been doing well in his weight category. He's got Hungary on his draws, on his side. Could be an interesting contest. Also, Montax is there, but I think if he has got a good day, he will make it to the final. On the bottom draw, I have to pick Georgian Rekiashvili. I think he will face Hugo about the quarterfinals or the semi-finals, and then we'll see who's got a better day and who will make it to the final.
There's another Georgian in there as well. That's Nuxari Tatalashvili, and there's a third Georgian that we haven't been able to talk about, and that's Lasha Shavdatoashvili, the other Georgian, the Olympic champion. He's missing out there. Who else have we got to look at there?
I think we can move on to the under 81 kilogram.
Okay, the under 81 kilo category.
Number 1 seed Chekishvili, always seed from Georgia. Then we got Pietri, so we could repeat last year World Championships final.
What do you think the home advantage is?
It is big, I think. We could see that yesterday. The crowd, I think it means a lot to them when they got the home crowd to support them.
It's just in the under 60 kilo category they missed out.
Yes.
We had Amandine Bouchard in the under 48. Penelope Bonner as well. She kind of blew out 52. But we did have 2 in the 66s. And then, of course, we had Pavia in the under 57. So they had a good day there yesterday, didn't they?
Absolutely.
Let's just look very quickly. So Avtandil Cherukishvili, the number 1 seed. Loic Pietri of France, the number 2. A possible repeat of the World Championship final there. Sven Mares, you've also underlined there.
Yes, I think he could be possibly going to the final as well.
And Murat Khabachevrov, that's a really good pick.
Yes.
I like that. That one is...
it's going to be a tough one, we'll see.
Possibility there. Zirazudin Magomedov, the other Russian in there, is that where they've put the 2?
Yes.
So you get, and the other one was in the under 60 kilo category where they had Galstian and Mudranov, and Mudranov came off the winner, so that was a good pick. Right, let's have a look at the under 63 kilo category now.
Well, I'm really looking forward to see Jerry and the French girl Clarissa Ogbeno. Hopefully we're going to see another rematch from the World Championships final last year, which ended quite soon. We'll see if this time the home crowd will have Clarissa to get out of Jerry. We shouldn't forget about Van Emden, Monica Van Emden as well. And young Hungarian Sabina Gerca, who just picked bronze at the Turkish Grand Prix.
That's right, I like the look of her. She's down in the bottom half with Katrin Unterwürzacher, so there could be a possible match-up there. And Halima Mohamed Sagir of Poland, she's also quite a useful fighter. So let's take a look at the last category then, the under 70 kilo category. Kim
Pauling coming back from an injury. I'm really looking forward to see her. We got Aman,
world silver medalist.
Absolutely, German Laura Vargas. And I think Sally Conway can surprise us today as well.
That's quite a lineup there that you've got. Kim Pauling, Jevries Eman, former world champion, Laura Vargaskov, world champion at 2 weights as well. Sally Conway, and then another home fighter, Fanny Estelle Posvit. There are 3 junior world champions in here: Pauling, Bernadette Graf, and Barbara Matic of Croatia. So that's quite a strong lineup. And speaking of Croatians, we're going to start this morning's judo by watching Tomislav Marjanovic. He's going to be on mat number 4. There are 4 mats here. He faces Antti Virta of Finland. It's Marjanovic in the white judogi, Virta of Finland in blue, and we're about to get underway. Sit back and enjoy all the action. Well, we're looking forward to having a few guests up here today. Annette Byrne will be joining us shortly. She's off doing a few interviews. Tenzin White is around as well, and hopefully we'll also get a chance to speak to the 4-time world silver medalist Dawn Netherwood. 4 times in the final, and unfortunately for Dawn on each occasion he failed to grasp the gold.
And here we begin with day 2 on mat number 4.
Here we go, opening contest on day 2. Marjanovic in white, Werther in blue. Not sure if Marjanovic has been up against Werther before. Werther kind of fell into that, didn't he?
Yeah.
Wasn't really. It was more trying to avoid the pressure on the edge of the mat.
Exactly, on the edge of the mat.
He just threw in that Tomoe-nage and had a little bit of a go at the arm. You have to be quite clever when you're just looking to avoid the grip by throwing in an attack. They'll call you for a false attack.
Especially with nowadays with all these shidos at the edge, we see a lot of them trying to drop in for any throws to avoid stepping out and getting shidos.
Left-sided Nippon Seonage attempt from Werther, but Marjanovic moves off to his left, avoids that easily. What he couldn't avoid was the passivity penalty, which he's just picked up there.
He's got that dominating left hand on.
Yeah, he wants to go on the left side, doesn't he? Uchimata or maybe Osodagari. It's the kind of shape that he's got there, isn't it? Yeah, there it is. There's the Osoto.
Yes.
Zari on the board. We saw that coming, didn't we?
Yes, that grip was tight there, and you could see Vyuta was uncomfortable in that grip.
I always feel really, really badly for the athletes on the mat when we say what's coming, it happens, but he couldn't feel it and he couldn't avoid it. Anyway.
There was the replay. Yes, he nicely tied that leg in there. And
he ended up like Harai Makikomi, didn't he, in the end, because he'd lost the left arm.
Yes.
The original thought was Osodagari, and then ended up with no, it's not quite Osoto Makikomi, because you'd still have to have a particular shape, and he'd changed direction there. So Makikomi will give him that, yeah. Or Osoto, you like the sweeping,
yes.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. Osoto Makikomi then. All you. There's another look at it. Yeah. There is the Osoto, and you've got the Makikomi.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's correct. He's trying to get the left hand on again.
Zari on the board. Werther got to be careful not to duck his head underneath.
It's no ideal.
And he should have been shidoed there.
I was going to say that. Isn't that a shido now?
He may
break a grip with your leg.
Yeah. Well, he's got one for one-sided grip, but he was
breaking a grip, which is not allowed as far as I'm aware of. Where is the left grip again?
Too far away there.
Yeah, he's just trying to escape, I think. Before getting another score on the board. Less than 2 minutes left for Marjanovic.
Trying to work on the arm here. Werther holding on tightly to his right arm. Doesn't look as though it's coming out there. The referee calls Mate.
There's 130 on the board for Virta to change this over. Marjanovic seems to be being tired now. He's probably holding on tight on that left hand.
Yeah, well, you know, you've got Wazzari on the board and you feel as though you're in control. You don't want to risk anything now.
That's true. Now Virta is avoiding that left arm now. I was trying to. There's an Ochi. Didn't work this time. Oh, is that on? It was on, I think. I mean,
No, it was
he
all right.
could have
Yeah.
maybe put more effort in. Make it happen. 44 seconds to score. The penalty, or
We're going to stay
waiting for
here,
a decision,
by the
yes.
way. After this contest, we're going to stay here. Oh, they're saying that he may have tapped. Marjanovic is saying he didn't. Let's get on with it.
Carries on, yes.
I didn't see anything that looked
No.
remotely like a tap.
Not at all, and I don't think there was no danger. "30 seconds left."
A moment of serious concern there for Marjanovic as he thought perhaps that they were going to say that they'd seen a tap. I didn't see anything.
No, there was nothing going on. And then also, nice try from Virta. Couldn't quite get it. And
It's not
just
that
under
bad.
10 seconds.
I'm going to go and look for that coffee in a minute.
Are you?
Yeah. If it keeps on like this. You've got the whole day to go here.
You will pick up, I'm sure it will pick up. Right.
Oh, here's the talking point.
No, there is no tapping, is there? No, his hand slipped out. Until Virta's hand couldn't hold it anymore. No, there was
No, there was nothing.
no
there.
danger, exactly. But that gets Marjanovic through to the next round.
There you go. Tomislav Marjanovic, as Sandra Zagedi quite rightly said, through to the next round with that nice Osotomaki Komi. Coming up next, Gershak Sabina of Hungary faces Emma Barkeling of Sweden. It's Gershak in the white judogi and Barkeling in blue. We're not staying here simply because it's a Hungarian. It just happens to be a very good Hungarian and a very talented Swede. So that's why we're here.
Totally agree with you.
We will, however, be going up to mat 2 immediately after to see the number 1 seed in the under 73 kilo category, Dirk van Tichelt. Oh dear, they're on mat number 2 now. So if you want to watch mat number 2, we got to go to mat number 2. Yeah, we were going to see Gershak and Barkeling. If you want to watch that contest, stay here on mat number 4. But we really have to pay attention to the number 1 seed, Dirk van Tichelt, as he faces a tough first round contest against Kiyoshi Uematsu of Spain. Every time I say Kiyoshi Uematsu, I want to say Japan.
I'm not surprised. It's not a usual Spanish name, is it?
Yeah.
And the players just walking towards the mat now. And here we are.
You just saw Gershak in the background going down to mat number 4, and remind you that she's up against Emma Barkeling if you want to watch that one. Van Tichelt in the white judogi and Uematsu in blue.
for the grip, to get a dominant grip at the moment. Get that left hand on. I think I just dropped underneath.
Yeah,
like
Uematsu saw that coming. He was trying to set up the the sit down Yoko Otoshi, but Uematsu saw that coming so early and blocked it that it looked.
Yes,
it looked like he slipped.
Yes,
but he just
and
didn't.
That cost him a penalty now.
Yeah.
So he picked up the Judo. Trying to get left hand on. Drops Yonaga. Wasn't quite tight enough to score with it. And there he is. Yeah,
it was, wasn't it? You could see it in slow motion. You could see what he was attempting to do. But Uematsu saw it so quickly. He's got that really, really nice upright stance.
Yes.
And because he's so upright, you need a space to get underneath, and you need your opponent bent over for that, because you need the top half going in.
Yes.
You didn't have it. He's too nice and upright.
That was second Judo just being given for Fantico.
Bit of pressure on the number 1 seed here now.
Absolutely.
And Uematsu is such a difficult fighter to throw. He's got terrific gripping skills.
And a good stand as well.
Yeah.
Standing on his feet very well.
He's solid. He's like a boxer who doesn't move back. There's a better grip there for Van Tichelt. Now that's put Uematsu over.
Yes. Lost the grip.
See, that's the position that you want Uematsu in, where he's bent over and the shape allows you to come underneath.
Yes.
Yeah. And this time he picks up a passivity penalty.
Again, Fantico is trying to get that left hand on. We've been trying that since the beginning, but Uematsu didn't really allow him to get that grip.
2 minutes and 48 seconds left to go.
No score. That was the Uchimata on the right side. He lost his grip, didn't he? He just let it go. Again, that left, trying to get it on the toe. Not much attack we have seen from Uematsu, did we?
No.
He's trying to maintain that grip fight with Van Tichelt, yes, to just not having that left arm there. He knows that's a danger.
Ooh, both fighters penalised. Both fighters penalised.
Oh, no score. Just under 2 minutes now. There's that Kosoto. But Uematsu managed to turn out of the throw. Van Tichelt is still down by a Judo.
The difficulty now for Van Tichelt is he can't afford another penalty.
Have another one, yet
Uematsu can.
Score.
So Uematsu is quite happy to keep pace with Van Tichelt. Van Tichelt can't afford to let the pace drop, because if he does, they'll both get passivity, and that'll be the end of it.
Absolutely, and Uematsu is really pressuring with his speed Van Tichelt, so can be an interesting one. He's solid, there's no way to throw him by what he's showing. Talking about Uematsu now. Again, trying to get the left on. Again, attacking. Uematsu is not having it.
Into the last minute. This is where the problem is.
Again, he's really trying that left hand, but there is no way Uematsu will let him have it. And Fonseca is struggling without his left-handed top grip. Less than 30 seconds to go. Oh! What a throw! Uematsu throw. Fonseca for Ippon. Look at that, the replay. Just use his left-handed grip when he was going on the top again and again. He used that moment to go in there and throw Fonseca for Ippon. So that leads to us that #1 seeded Fonseca is out of the competition at the 2014 European Championships in Montpellier. What a day to start. I would suggest to move on to mat #1 as 2-time world champion Eman Jevries is on the mat, facing Katarzyna Klis from Poland. We're going to mat #1. Yeah, there is still Fonseca trying to throw.
That was the replay.
Yes, the replay.
He just rushed onto him.
Absolutely, and
you know,
Uematsu just used the opportunity.
You could look at the scoreboard there. You had 20 seconds left, 3 Shidos, 2 Shidos, time running out. Rush your opponent.
Absolutely.
That was going to happen.
So here we are with Jevries Eman.
Katarzyna Klis of Poland in the white judogi, Jevries Eman in blue. And we're shortly going to be joined by Annette Böhm soon.
The drop Sonaga attempt from the Polish fighter. Couldn't quite get it in. The grip fight is on between of the girls.
I'm going to leave you with Sandra Zaghetti, and she's going to be joined by Annette Böhm.
Almost a minute into the contest and there is no score so far on the board. Eman is trying to get her grip on. Good morning, Annette. How are you today?
Fine, thank you, fine. I just had a look to the poster exhibition, which is here in the hall from the EJU, and I just met the winner of this poster exhibition. Just had a small interview. Yeah, that was very nice.
Oh, that's nice.
And now I'm
I'll have a look at
focused.
it later on.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Right, so a minute and a half in, no score, no penalties.
Jevries Eman. I remember when I was or had to fight against her in the past, under 70 then. Then she changed to the category under 63. Now she's back in that category.
So you could probably tell more about her style of judo
yeah.
than me.
For me, yeah. For me, I was quite tall fighter, and she was completely the opposite. She was very small. She is very small. That made it very complicated to get under her point of gravity to break her balance. Yeah, and yeah, that's right. So it was always a hard fight, only with power and hard.
Yeah, she seems to be really strong.
Mm.
There is dominating with her right grip.
Yeah, the right hand puts a lot of pressure there.
So is there any specific contest you're looking forward to today?
Well, one of my favorites is Kim Polling in that category, and I really like her judo style. So I'm looking forward to her, and yeah, there are quite some others. Let's have a look. In that category, for sure, the German Laura Vargas-Koch, one of my favorite. And in the other categories, the German one, Sven Marisch and Alexander Witschacak, under 81 kilos. Yes. It's also interesting to see this this kind of concurrence. And we got Loak Petri there, world champion.
Tried to throw him on with Maki Komi. Didn't quite get it.
A minute left.
A minute left and no score, yes. Oh, there it is.
Yeah,
a Yuko for Jeffrey Saman. Yes, that definitely was a Yuko. So that gives her lead in the contest. There's 40 seconds left on the board. And possibly this is it for the French girl. I think she thought there was Mata or something. She was out of the mat. She thought they were out of the mat area. And she stopped for a second. If we see the replay, then yeah, there it is. The referee said Mata. Jeffrey saw that he said Mata, and after Mata, the referee called a Nippon. That is an interesting one. Let's see what's the final decision on that. We see clearly at the replay that the referee called Mata. Jeffrey's seen it, and then obviously Katarzyna Klis was back. And did they give the Ippon? I would question that after Mata giving a Nippon score. That is an interesting one. However, Katarzyna won by a Nippon against Jeffrey Zaman. That means this is the end of the day for two times world champion French girl Jeffrey Zaman.
That was unexpected. But she lost
in
the end.
The referee called Mata.
Okay, then
Jeffrey saw it.
She stopped and then
she stopped. She got
hard.
thrown and we call a
harsh.
Nippon. That is really hard, because if you saw the replay, let's just see the replay. You see the referee? Oh, not this one. Sorry,
this is
that's
the
not the one. That's the Yuko.
France.
Yes, we'll see the. That's it. There it is. You see Mata? It was
Mate Ippon.
Yes, Mata Ippon. Well,
but
this is it.
Yeah, but I think it was really close to. He said Mate, while
she
the
was
Polish
turning,
girl was already moving into and I don't know if Iman recognized it.
I think she did recognize that, because they were both out of the mat, and that's why I think she just told by experience that this is going to be a Mate, because we both are out, and I think that's where the Polish girl managed to catch her. However, we have now Franziska German-Sabo in blue from Hungary, and Avomo Bernabeu from Spain on mat number 1 in the woman under 70 kilogram. And mat number 2, I just looked over. Hungarian Olympic silver medalist Ungwari is winning. I think so. He's holding down his opponent. There he is. He just won a mat number 2. The Hungarian Ungwari Olympic silver medalist. Held down Aliak Ramashis from Belarus, and that gives him to go to the second round in the man under 73 kilogram. We might want to go to mat number 3 now. Barbara Matic is on.
Yeah, the Croatian.
The Croatian. There is she versus Anka Pogacnik from Slovenia.
Oh, lovely
And
Uchimata.
just Kora Vazari with the left Uchimata. He switched on a good time. There he is holding down her opponent. Not quite there yet, but the hold is on, the time is ticking. And her leg got trapped. Let's see if she can get it out and carry on the Navaza and hopefully finish off her contest. No, there is a mata from the referee. So she's got a Wazari and 2 Yukos on the board. Yeah, nice Uchimata on the right side. Right, left, 2 left is on. Nice try, it didn't happen, and Anka Pogacnik just stuck underneath as she was overturning from her throw. And I think this will be it for her. The hold is still on. And that's Barbara Matic won by Ippon.
Yes.
So that's one in her pocket for today. Looking to the next one. She will face Lior Vildikan from Israel at the next contest.
I think Barbara Matic is still a young woman. I thought she was in the World Championship in the Junior Worlds last year. So, and thanks for that information. She became Junior World Champion, yeah?
That's correct, yes. She's still very young.
In Slovenia, yeah. Exactly. So it's nice to see her here in a women competition.
And progressing and winning, yes. Absolutely. Oh, Drakshiton under 73 kilogram. I think we should stay here. Or
with the European champion.
Oh,
we stay here with the European champion on mat number 4. It's also, it's tricky. We got Hugo Legrand.
We are in France. I think we should have a look at mat number 4.
Then we go to mat number 4. If you want to stay at home with Rok Dracic and the Swedish Tommy Macias, then you can stay here. We go to mat number 4. 1 minute.
And
almost
here
1 minute is over.
Olympic bronze medalist Hugo Legrand from France. Currently down by Wazaru against Mitar Mrzic.
Yeah.
Good that we switch, very interesting. And I don't know what's happened to Hugo, but it seems the medical had to come on for some reason. And it's only a minute into the contest, so that was a quick Wazari from Mitar at the beginning of the contest. Let's see what's happened after Hugo Legrand gets sorted out by the medical. Seems his nose, or
he looks a little bit, I think meanwhile he got some tape, and let's go again to mat number 3.
Yes,
because we don't want to miss any action, and maybe we go back then. So Rok Dracic, round 2. Just have a look.
Navaza. Dracic is really strong in Navaza. Tommy might be in a danger, but not really. It's a matter now. There's no score so far.
He's number 2 seed here after Dirk van Tichelt.
Yes.
Got a bye in the first round. All of them except the German Christopher Völk, and
I think Hugo
is ready
to go. So we might want to go back to mat number 4 and see how our Olympic bronze medalist is doing.
Yeah.
Oh, they downgraded it for Yuko.
Ah, okay, they took it back,
So still he's down by Yuko. That means he needs to get at least a Yuko.
And you can hear the crowd
to tight up the contest.
Yuko. What happened to his hair into his
no.
beard.
I was going to mention
from
that.
the wood.
I would say Christmas is approaching, but it's not. So
until Christmas, yeah,
it's still far away.
Long enough.
So exactly.
Okay.
Let's focus on the contest.
Just joking. Yeah. Focus on the contest. 3.5 minutes for him to change something on the scoreboard.
Mitar is really holding him tight with that left hand and seems to be. Ugo can't really get as close as he would like to. That left, now he got.
Maybe he lost the bet.
Oh.
We don't know. Okay. It just looks really different.
Unusual, absolutely. From
definitely
him
unusual.
Another attempt from Mitar.
Oh, that would be really a big surprise.
Yes,
if Hugo Lecrand is out in the first round here
yes.
in France.
Absolutely. He's not having his grip, is he? He's really trying to get his grip. But Mitar seems really strong, standing on his feet.
Well, that costs you a lot of time and a lot of power.
Absolutely.
Nevasa.
Hugo is trying on Nevasa. Not quite there.
Rob Trucktridge, by the way, still balanced. Just can see the scoreboard.
Right, so halfway through the contest, and Hugo picks up a Judo as well. So it's not only a Yuko down, but he also picked up a penalty. He really needs to step it up now.
The Bosnian really makes it clever, I must. Oh, lovely.
There it is.
Lovely feint.
Waking up.
But no score.
No score yet.
Yeah.
He's confident on the ground. He's 2 minutes. He's got 2 minutes left. There he is. He knows what he's doing.
Get the leg out. Yeah.
If he could secure the top and get the leg out, then.
The thing is, if it works, and it's perfect. If it doesn't work, you lost a lot of time.
The time, exactly. But seems getting his leg out. He seems knowing what he's doing.
Does he got him? He doesn't got him.
Mitar turned back. And as you said now, it cost him lots of time spending on the ground and still no score. Not to mention the energy he had to put into it. Right, Mitar's coach has been asked to leave the coaching seat. He was probably talking while the contest was on, which is not allowed by the new rules. Coaches are only allowed to end another try from Mitar. The coach is allowed to give advice and comments to the players while it's matter.
That was a wake-up call, and now he's warm.
We just missed something. There was a Nippon.
Yeah?
Yes, from Hugo.
There we're gonna see it again.
I recommend it was an Ouchigari, but
he fell backward.
Whatever was it, Hugo woke up and back in the game. So he's through to the next round. Defeated Mitar Mrdic by Ippon. Hope it was a good wake-up call for him, and he will do well for the rest of the day. Right, who we got next?
Oh, there are let's have a look at mat number 2.
Yes, absolutely.
The Georgian Shrikishvili, #1 seed here in this tournament, and the German Alexander Vicacek.
So what's your bet on it? You probably know Alexander a bit more than I do.
Well, I think
Can he give some hard time to? Can he give some hard time to?
I hope.
Our #1 seeded. Georgia.
Definitely, it will be difficult.
80.
And but Alexander Vicacek, I got to know him in the preparation.
Yes.
And yeah, I like his the way he goes into fights, goes into training competition. He said, I don't worry about it. I just go, I do my thing, and I don't care too much. So just focus on the main thing.
He's not undermined by whoever is facing him. He's going out there, doing his judo, there to win.
That's right.
No matter who it is.
That's
he just picked up his second penalty, so it's done by a Shido.
The man had a good preparation with the Mongolians in Germany.
Yes, you mentioned that yesterday, I remember. That's good. Hopefully that will help him to progress. As we know, Mongolians are strong.
Yeah.
I think it was a good choice to do the preparation with them. And another try. Couldn't quite get it.
Him a bit, yeah. Looked a little bit slowly. Daniel Gershner sitting in the coach's chair in the third
penalty. And we almost halfway through the contest. Again, trying, almost got it. Missing the hip out over there. Now we halfway through the contest. I have to say, Alexander really trying. He's really turning in. He's really trying to throw. Just can't quite get it, and there is a danger for arm lock. As a counter off his turn again. He's really trying, turning, trying to throw the Georgian. Can't quite get it. There it is. Have to watch at the edge of the mat now. He's trying really hard, isn't he? He's using his feet.
You must be careful not stepping out. Yes. Always the first who's out of the mat.
Safety attack.
And the Georgian is doing that very cleverly.
Absolutely. You can see he's just waiting for his last Shido, isn't he?
Yeah.
Which might be given shortly, unfortunately.
For me, Alexander Witczak, well, in the junior times he won the World Champions title, but for me still, when I watch at his techniques, because he's doing a lot, also a lot of different techniques, but it's still a kind of unpolished diamond for me. So, but he's still young and
he's got time in his hands, doesn't he? Again, he's trying.
In the backward you can see Christopher Völk, another German one. Fighting under 73. Yeah.
The penalty has been given to Trikishvili for Georgia, so it's 2-3 in the penalties. And we still have just a little bit over than a minute remain from the contest. I have to say Alexander is still out there trying. That top hand isn't helping for him. And again drops Sonaga. We're trying to come back for Ochi.
Oh.
Danger was there.
Yeah, but a good body tension so that he couldn't turn him on his back. The Georgian.
Let's see what's going to happen in the last remaining 1 minute. Try again and again. Try to lift him, to counter him. But the grip just got snapped. 50 seconds on the board, and Alexander is still down. Alexander, he's still down. There it is. Couldn't get that.
He has to finish that. It's a nice beginning of a movement.
Another Yoko Tomonaga.
Maybe he tried to get to cause him the next Shido, being more passive.
Just under 30 seconds left, and it's only one Shido in between of them. And he's really putting a good fight up for the number 1 seeded Georgian, Shukishvili. 28 seconds. Again, try.
Oh, that was the best one.
That was really close for him. He's really trying hard to get that score. It's not many turns we've seen from the Georgian in this contest, I have to say, yet he's leading since Alexander has 3 Shidos and 19 seconds left on the board. Can he get another Shidos for the Georgian? He's trying, dropping.
Don't let him attack, Alexander.
Again, another attempt. Can he get a Judo for the Georgian? No, 6 seconds left. No Judos. Referee decides to go ahead.
Come on.
Again, he's trying. Oh, what a contest for Alexander to put in out there. Very impressive. Unfortunately, it didn't take him any further
both
today.
like that.
But yes, they both tired. It was a hard one
Yeah.
to begin.
And I think we could switch to mat number. Let's have a look to mat number. Oh, we are still waiting for a replay, I think. Okay, we stay here.
Yes, the number 1 seeded Georgian is through to the next round after defeating Alexander.
And unfortunately, I just recognized that Christopher Volk is also out lost by Ippon. I just saw the Ippon on the score against Sagimuki. So, okay, let's stay here.
That's the under 73 you just mentioned.
Yeah, Christopher Volk, under 73. Here we stay in the under 81. Damir Kiceklik, Bosnia-Herzegovina.
Yes.
Sirasuddin Magomedov of
Russia.
Russia in blue.
Players just walking towards the mat. Yes, here we are. They are approaching the mat now. The Russians start with a attempt to get a left top hand on to dominate his opponent. Couldn't quite get it. Yeah, he's get his left on and a beautiful
lovely.
left Uchimata.
Yeah, quick.
Just within
Looked so easy.
less than 30 seconds of the contest. Very easy. Just picked it up, gone for it. Make sure he has the right grip.
It's like in a training, huh? Looks like a training throw.
Left Uchimata and then this is it. 25 seconds. And Shirazudan Magomedov from Russia is through to the next round very quickly. Right, who do we got next?
So we have to have a look if we can change the mat. But if not, then we still stay here. You at home, you can decide which mat you want to choose. Actually, on every mat, except on mat number 2, there is 73 kilos. Mat number 2 is the under 81.
Yes. Just got thrown by a beautiful right Uchimata.
So
he couldn't maintain his wazarit, could he?
So we already saw a few really nice Uchimatas this morning,
yes.
huh?
And he's the number 5 seeded in this weight category. Now this is judo, I always have to say. You never know what's going to happen.
Yes.
But what we know is that Carlos Luz from Portuguese is out of the European Championships in 2014. Where do we go next? From here.
Let's go to mat number 1.
Yes.
Let's have a look at mat number 1 because there is the under 81 kilos, the same category.
And
Alan Schmidt against Robin Pacek.
Yes.
And yeah.
Right, here we go. We're going to switch to mat number. I'm sure we're going to hear the home crowd very soon as Ellen Smith fighting against Robin Pacek from Sweden. Ellen in white and Robin in blue. So 30 seconds gone, no score so far. Now Ellen is going out there, trying to get his dominant grip against the Swedish opponent. He's trying to use the side of the mat now. Dropped underneath, wasn't quite in with his hips properly, so he couldn't score. That's matter. So a minute gone of the contest.
So, well, no doubt that Ellen Schmidt is one of the favorites for medal. But there's also another French, the world champion, Jacques Petry.
Yes.
He's in the upper half of the draw, lower half of the draw, sorry. And they could meet in the final, like yesterday, under 66.
La Rose and Cole, yes. What a final. Did you watch it?
Yes.
Right, here we are, minute and a half gone. Both players trying to get their dominant grip to get a score. Ellen is trying to get his right hand on, dropping again. But Robin is not moving, still got a good balance, standing on his feet. And again we were at the edge of the mat and had a Tomoenaga attempt from Robin Patek. He did receive a Judo because Alan Smith did not break the French boy's balance. So that cost him a Judo. It was a fake attack and a fake attempt. So the moment Swiss is up by a Judo. One-sided grip from the French. It's nice chop down. Trying to score on Navasa, but the referee called Mate. Almost halfway through the contest. We have one Judo on the scoreboard for the Swedish competitor. Again, one-sided grip is there. Trying to move, get a better position. We at the edge, and Smith just stepped out. Not sure if that, yes, this is a Judo for him. So then it's one Judo for each. The contest is tied up again. We're halfway through the contest. And Robin Patek just received his second penalty. So that leads Smith to lead the fight again. If he can keep that, that means he'll be through to the next round. But 2 minutes and 10 seconds is still long to go. Again, we are at the edge. Smith stepped out. Again, Patek is really trying to use the edge of the mat for his advantage. Getting Smith stepping out. Again, we are at the edge. And a nice drop Senaga attempt from Smith. Didn't get it, didn't quite get it. His hips was a bit out. He's still leading by a Judo, by a penalty point. So if he can keep that, that'll be great for him. And there is a replay of the last attempt from Patek Robin. And there we go with the drop Senaga from Smith. Again at the edge. Let's see who's going to use the advantage of being at the edge. What a she was. Look at that. And the French favorite is possibly out of the European Championships in the under 81 category. Look at that. Look at the replay. What a counter.
Whoa.
Beautiful counter from the Swedish competitor. I have to say that was breathtaking. That was absolutely stunning. And that was a Nippon.
Wow.
So that means one of our French favorites is out of the competition today. Robin Patek from Sweden. Look at that again. The replay. That was it. That was beautiful.
Yeah.
It was Ippon. Yes, Robin Patek from Sweden is through to the next round.
We could go to Med. You want to stay here? Yeah. Because the next is the Hungarian.
Yes.
Csoknai.
We also have mat 4. German favorite.
We stay on that mat and I keep an eye on.
Okay, that's a deal. We call it a deal. So now then we have the Hungarian Laszlo Csoknai in blue and Antonio Anziano from Italy in white on mat number 1 in the under 81 kilogram. The players just stepped on the mat. They're cold on the mat now. And the contest is just about to begin. Great fight begins between the two competitors. Both of them trying to get their dominant grip, bit of a feet work here and there to keep it busy. Csoknai is trying to find the right position to get in. Turned him, wasn't quite secured. Not much effort were in that attack, so there's no score. Any news on mat number 4 so far?
It's a little bit difficult to see from our place, but I think it's still balanced, no score yet.
And the Hungarian just picked up a penalty. And there is the famous coachy from him. Yuko? No Yuko? No, I think it was not Yuko.
It was close to, but
close to it.
Yeah, a little bit more on the side.
Yes.
Then he gets Yuko for that.
He's waking up. He's opening up now, going into that fight. It's quite busy at the moment in Hungary in the under 81 kilogram.
Is it, yeah?
Yes, we got Szabolcs Krizsán. There's a nice drop sonaga from the Italian. And we got Laszlo Csoknai and Ungwari just moved up not long ago to 81 from 73. The younger, there it is. They might possibly hold on. The referee didn't call it on. I personally think it was on.
Couldn't manage it.
But the referee probably did not quite see that. There's the replay of the coachy. Yes, that is no Yuko there.
It was really close to.
And I just looked over to mat number 2, where the current world champion from Israel, Yarden Jerby, is also on the mat, and she just got thrown for a Yuko. We might want to switch to mat number 2 and see how our world champion is going to get through to her first contest. Jerby is facing Polish Ozdoba, and she's down by a Yuko at the moment. What a day, I have to say.
Yeah.
And almost another score.
All the favorites. It's like Hugo Lecrand, huh?
Yes.
The same situation.
He managed, but Jerby has to wake up now.
Jörg Petri just won his first fight. That's why the crowd screaming.
He just threw for Ippon, didn't he? Against Stefan Kuciara from Austria. So one French is in. One
good
was
grip.
out.
Good grip now from Yarden.
Yes, let's see if Yarden can. She's got 2 minutes to score.
She's always looking for the cross grip.
Yes, at the edge again. It's not the best place to.
Uchi.
That's one. Let's see if that Uchimata is gonna work. She has a famous Uchimata. Again,
She got a good grip there for that.
Yeah, that's grip, and there was it. I have to say, Agata is well defending that. The Shido picked up.
I think this is a good decision. The referee
and
just made. Because despite she's upright, she had these long extended arms that keeps Gerby on distance.
Yes.
And that, yeah,
it's hard
it's
to
like
go.
a passive, like, yeah. Try to keep your partner
Yes.
on too much
she
distance.
She knows there's a huge danger of that grip. She knows that, so she's trying to avoid it by being very much defensive. And the edge again. Yeah, Gerby has the grip.
Oh, big attack, but no score.
The sleeve got just slipped off with the sleeve, didn't she? And she's got a minute to change the scoreboard. There is the replay. Yeah, it wasn't quite in.
Couldn't bring her to ground.
Again at the edge, again. Her right hand is on the top.
So Marish won his first fight by Shido, I just saw.
Oh,
good for the German, won his in the next round. From the men.
Marish, yeah. Good, then he's through. What's happening? Right. If Gerby can get another Shido on the board for Agata, then she can go for the next round. Or the second option could be to throw. But at the edge again, she steps out. It's not the best for her right now.
But look at the Polish left hand.
Yes, absolutely.
She must use that because the left hand is really defending, keeps her on distance.
Coach just been sent.
And if Gerby comes through or tries to go for the big kick techniques, even defending hand is more keeping her on distance. Could cause another Shido, so this is the tactical thing, yeah?
The question whether the referee will see that, because as you said, that's clearly just a defensive hand there. Let's see if the referee sees that. We've got 37 seconds. Gerby's coach has been sent off the coaching chair. And now she has to throw, or she has to get a Shido, a last Shido for Agata Ozdoba from Poland, in order to go through to the next round.
Okay,
right,
37 seconds.
30 seconds left. It's very nerve-wracking, isn't it, when a world champion is rushing after a score?
Yeah.
And I have to say, we have 20 seconds left on the board for Gerby to. A smart movement from the Polish girl. Now we have 10 seconds left on the board.
And just in the moment there, the Polish looked a little bit passive. She came with this Tomonaga.
Yes, very
got a good feeling
movement.
for that.
And that would be, that is really defensive now.
Okay, we will see.
That is Sora Mata being called. Very interesting, because the referee called Mata, if I'm not mistaken, 2 seconds before.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if it was a reason of giving a penalty for one another. Gerby is absolutely gutted. Well, she's a world champion, #1 seeded. Big expectation, always the case.
Yeah.
I think she expected more from herself as well.
Oh, for sure.
Let's see if there will be a Shido or not. I doubt it for now. By looking at the referee. Gerby's just tidying her belt. And here it is. Current world champion, #1 seeded Yarden Gerby is out of the European Championship. So that
take an early
means
shower.
That is correct. A bit harsh, but it is. But that's the fact. And then
but everybody knows that she's able to win a title here and definitely able to win a medal. That's why a big disappointment.
I feel sorry for her, I have to say.
Me too.
I really feel sorry for her.
Me too. It's interesting. Sometimes it's nice to see the youngsters and how they will manage it to cope with the.
There's a bit of a replay of the contest.
To cope with the big favorite person, but. You don't have to forget when you are once in a position where number 1 seed, for example, you got so much pressure. Absolutely. And you always have to be top at the high level, at the high events. And the older you get, the more injuries you got. You saw both feet were taped, and I really also feel sorry for her. Yeah,
I do.
Yeah, but there will be the World Championship this year. There will come some other big championships.
Exactly.
And the next
more for her,
Europeans.
I'm sure. And
next year.
I'm sure she'll be ready to shine again
soon.
Hope
Definitely.
she will recover of this defeat shortly after. But that means in under 63 we won't have a repeat of the World Championship final last year. So let's see if Clarissa will just shoot through to the top of the podium, possibly. So what we are on now is...
I think we could stay with Hilde Drexler.
Yes, it's mat number 2.
Stay with the woman.
So is Hilde Drexler from Austria and Mia Hermansson, Swedish girl. In blue, Judogi.
It's the first Judo for dropping down. Hilde Drexler also. Well, the Austrian got a good team. Sabrina Filzmoser yesterday.
Yes.
Hilde Drexler. And I think is there also another Unterwurzacher, Katrin, in the same category here, under 63. Then in the under 70, they also got Austrian girl.
Graf, of course.
Graf, yes. Bernadette Graf. She won bronze, I think, last year. I'm not sure, but I think so. So, yeah.
We're looking
to see this.
Yeah, a good day for them, hopefully as well.
Well, I could say no. Okay, with a German coach and in the seat.
What else would you say?
No.
I don't blame you. We all have to support our favorites at the time.
So, this is a strong grip now from the Swedish.
Yes, dominating Drexler.
Hermansson, Mia.
She still has 2 Shido, so. One penalty just been given to Drexler. So there's 1-2 in the penalties on the scoreboard. And we're almost halfway through. That's cross grip from Drexler.
Kept
for quite long.
So many things which are not allowed. The players knows it the best, but know it the best. If you got allowed to have the cross grip or in combination with an attack or switching the grip.
You can't just hang your hands out there across the opponent's upper body, that's for sure. Right, again that right hand is on the top, trying to dominate from the Swedish girl. Mia. Doesn't look like Drexler is... Oh, there it is. Penalty for each. That means one more Shido for Mia Hermansson, and then
that's it.
This is it. Yes, it will be soon finished. But she's really dominating with that right hand, isn't she?
Yeah.
She drops it, and Drexler cannot escape. It's not helping her, is it? Something happened.
Got a
little bit
punch on the nose, but just an accident.
Yes, I'm sure it is. Right, we need to call the medical. I think her nose is bleeding, maybe, or. We might.
Well,
have a look
it may take some time.
Yes.
Is there somebody coming? Otherwise, we switch to another mat, and we go to mat number 1.
Yes, I think that is a good choice because we have.
Could take some time.
Another
we keep you informed.
Fighting that, yes. Yes, but we will keep you informed.
There's action on our mats, so yeah, we don't want to miss. Mirajlovic from Montenegro in white and Ott from Austria in blue.
It's the under 81 kilogram, yes.
under 81. Let's have a look. How many fighters are there? 35 competitors.
A big group, isn't it?
Quite a lot.
It's always a tough, isn't it? 81, 73.
Yeah.
Very tough one.
Let's have a look where we are. Here. This is still Pool B.
Yeah, Mia Hamilton is still with the medical. I just
we did the right decision, huh?
Yes, I think so. Let's see what's
takes
happening.
some time. Yeah.
Here. The poor attempt from Ott, and then Jevic tried to counter him. The Openevas are going on now. Not looking like it's going to be much happening there. Samata. What a day to start with. World champions falling out.
What a start.
Fringe favorites. Number 1 seeded. It's going to be an interesting one at the end. Especially when we're going to pick the player of the day. Now,
exactly.
I'm wondering what's going to happen.
Oh, yes.
Right, there's Judo given to... whoa, and this is it.
Whoa. Yes.
This is it. That was
Great
a quick
Ippon.
throw. Yes, it was beautiful. I'm not sure if we can see the replay of that. But I think there it is. Yes, we will. Yeah. So it's an
taken at the outside. Look at his left shoulder, completely behind him, lost the grip, but still got so much power to throw him at the back.
Beautiful. It looked so effortless, wasn't it? It looked so smooth, effortless. But this is a winner. Beautiful throw from Maravic. And I'm really looking forward to Martina Treidusch, who is coming up next from Germany in the under 63 kilogram.
Bam.
She could really pull out something as well, can't she? Did she have a good preparation, Martina? Yes?
Yes. Martina in the past had some injuries. I spoke to her at the Grand Prix in Düsseldorf. There she told me what she had. But yeah, she trained good. She had a good preparation now for the European Championships. As I mentioned before, the men were in Chiembaum, it's close to Berlin, and trained with the Mongolians. And the women, they had a different kind of preparation. They changed the cities to get as much as opponents as possible. They started in Berlin, then they moved to Munich, like a German tour.
Oh, nice. It's good, I think. Changes are never a bad thing.
As long as you get your rest in between, because I can imagine sometimes when you had a hard day and after you have to directly pack your luggage and go into the car, sit in the car. Yes. But I asked the girls and they said to me we had a good preparations in the team, and it worked. And as we saw it with Miriam Roper.
I was going to say that it worked for Miriam, hopefully.
Yeah, well, she joined the team a little bit later because she was injured before, a little bit on her foot. But still,
it worked out for her well. She was
let's have a look now.
Her silver medal.
Her opponent, the Italian?
Yes, Valentina Giorgis from Italy.
Yeah.
She picked up a penalty at the early start of the contest.
Martina Treidusch, a tall fighter, left-sided.
Yes.
And this kind of, the Uchimata.
The uncomfortable ones just going at the top, very, very much on one side. No score.
She's training in Cologne. Going for the Sankaku,
Yes. Seems she's confident there. She knows she's going to get it. But she has a huge chance. Yeah, the leg got trapped there. Not sure if the referee is going to come at her. She's trying to get her leg out now, but the top is not quite secured, so even if she gets the leg out, I'm not sure if she can get a hold down on the Italian opponent. I think I'm going to have to leave Jonette here for a second.
Okay.
And if I'm not mistaken, then White is going to join you.
Yeah.
So one of our guests for today, so I think I'm going to leave you. Enjoy the rest of the day and I'll be back.
Yeah, you'll be back soon.
Absolutely. See you later.
See you then. So the left arm, if the left arm from Martina Treidos is in the neck of her opponent, then she is strong. Still no score. And it's a pleasure for me to welcome Mr. Denzine White. Good morning.
Thank you. Good morning.
How are you?
Not so bad.
Not so bad. And I think I'm gonna leave you. It's gonna be a man talk with Sheldon Franco-Rooks.
Okay. Anna.
Yes. Enjoy.
Thank you so much. We're watching the under 63 kilogram women's round 2, and just coming up to the last minute of this contest between Trajdos and Georgios of Italy, and there's no score at the moment.
I hope I don't disappoint you at home, because I just said that it's going to be a man talk, but you have to wait a few minutes.
Oh, Sheldon's busy.
Yeah, Sheldon is still busy, so we're going to watch it.
I'm not sure what happened there. Was there a win, or did something happen? No, it's continuing.
Nothing, yeah. Less than a minute now.
Yeah, but White needs to step it up. Germany needs to step it up, because she's under a bit of pressure now. But it's the Italian who's actually should be under pressure, because she's got 2 Shidos against her. So that's going to count against her at the end.
Yeah.
She needs a score with 45 seconds remaining. Not a lot of time left to do something.
It's a good grip now for Martina Treidos. Oh. But the Italian was first.
Yeah, she's using up a bit of time now in Niwaza.
Yeah, if she's clever then, and she feels confident. We saw that before. So if you use that time.
"18 seconds left. And the Italian really needs a score now to win this match. 2 Shidos on the board against her.
Osodogari both got the same.
Yeah, they're both cancelling each other out with that. Both left-handers, weren't they? Were they left-sided? I think they were left.
Left, yeah.
2 lefties.
Yeah, 2 lefties. 2 lefties. That's it. Close.
Yeah, very close match, but it's Trajdos.
Trajdos, yes.
Who's going through?
She's in the next
round 3.
Good for the German.
And Germany did well yesterday with a medal in the final of the women 57.
Yes, Miriam Roper. She had a really good day. Just in the end, she was, I don't know if she was already happy with the silver medal. She went to the mat and she was pushing. Maybe she wanted either a little bit too more, or already happy with the silver medal. But still a great success for her.
Good
she was injured before.
Yeah, but it was surprised that she was thrown so quickly.
Yeah. But anyway, we can have a look which fight we want to watch.
Okay, so I don't know if this is mat 1 that we're looking at.
Actually, we are on
so
mat number 1.
Next up is the Slovenian.
We can also have a watch at Megan Fletcher from Great Britain, or you know what? I just see Clarice Ekpeknenu, the winner from last year.
Okay.
What do you think?
Yeah, let's go.
Let's go to mat number 3. You at home, you can decide what you want.
They can select. They can select whichever match they want.
Yeah, and as you can hear it, Clarice Ekpeknenu, the winner from last year, and she's fighting against the Greek Taltsidou. Clarice Ekbeknen was number 2 seed in this tournament. The number 1 seed we saw earlier, Yarden Gerby, she lost her first fight.
Yeah, that was disappointing performance from there. You could see she was really disappointed with that. She just couldn't find another gear. She couldn't step up.
Yeah, exactly.
And then the coach was sent away as well, which didn't help. Because he was.
But they know the rules, but some of them are very emotional, and so until after the Hashime, they saying something, but it's not allowed in that time. Only in between Mate and Hashime, you are allowed to give advices to.
That's right.
And not too loud. So anyway, there's the strong hit.
Fantastic Uranagi from Ekbeknen of France, last year's winner. That was a fantastic ippon. Very quick contest.
She's so strong in that. I like that judo style from her. Look.
Yeah.
All the time she got the control and she is close to her opponent. Nice example for how ippon has to look.
Exactly, exactly. And now she's in round. I think that was round 2, was it?
Yeah, she got a bye. She got
through to round 3 now.
Yeah.
Which is the
pool final.
The quarterfinal.
Quarterfinal.
Last 8. She's into the last 8. So that's quite good because that now means that she's in the medals or a chance for a medal.
Yes.
Should she lose in the quarterfinal, she's still going to take part in the rep and charge. So that's a good place to be. Takes a little bit of pressure off.
Just had a look to the lineup. We're gonna stay, with the Italian.
Edvig Gwend. She was a junior European champion some years ago, and she's fighting the girl from Poland.
An unusual name, huh?
Mohamed Segir.
Yeah, Polish name.
Polish athletes have been doing well today. Well prepared for this championship.
The Polish, Yeah. The one who lost, who won against Yarden Gerby, for example.
Yeah.
That's another Polish. Ozdoba. Left-sided Polish.
Big hip attack from Mohamed Segir. It's still not finished yet. She's still going for it. Lost the grip. Now Gwen looking to do something in Niwaza.
Interesting. The coach, the female coach from Poland, Agneta. I remember I was fighting against her.
Yeah, she was in your category.
Yeah. Did a nice judo. Really lovely judo.
Well, it's rubbing off on her athletes today. They're trying to do nice throwing techniques. Very tall girl from Poland.
Yeah. She's going for the kind of a chimata.
She's countered. That's got to be ippon, yeah.
Good reaction.
And
maybe the Italian was
very
waiting,
good reaction from Gwend. That was a surprise. That was really a surprise.
Yeah, we're gonna have to replay here. Yeah,
that was beautiful.
Right
that
in
was
the
really
air.
Well done.
Yeah, she used this movement. So we're gonna see the Italian Gwend in the next round against. I think that will be a good match.
Yeah.
Against Ekbeknen, because both of them are so physical, strong, got a strong hip.
Yeah. And similar height as well.
Yeah.
This was a clash of styles, with one being so tall and leggy and the other one being of average height for this category.
Yeah.
Beautiful technique, really beautiful, lovely finish.
So have you already been here yesterday?
I was here yesterday and I saw the final block, but I didn't see the early rounds.
Okay, it started a little bit slowly. My impression was that maybe the fighters got not some problems to come in, but sometimes the competition starts and you have one great fight after another. Yesterday it was so, it starts slowly, but it was getting then better.
I like this girl, Vargas.
Laura Vargas Koch,
She's really good. I think she's going to be a big star.
Yeah. She is. I like that she goes on the mat and she just attacks. You don't see her in a defensive position, or not very often.
Yeah.
You see that she really wants to.
That's right.
But there's also another girl coming up. She took place in the juniors, at the Junior Worlds last year, Sandra Dietrich. Also, when I saw her in Düsseldorf and last year in Slovenia, same category, I think that will be a concurrent for the next years.
Yeah.
Also upright fighter and nice techniques.
Well, it's good for Germany that they have two rising stars in this category, because they push each other, and it keeps the level high.
That's I think so too. That's
they
important.
can't sit back. Neither of them can sit back and relax, because both will be chasing the same Olympic position, and only one can go. So it's going to be good.
Her opponent.
Another Polish
athlete, Talach, Karolina. Strong grip from Laura.
Yeah, she's
left-sided.
Ouchi.
Wonderful.
Nice. Yuko scored.
Yeah.
Now going for the Sangaku, maybe. And doesn't quite manage to finish it. Nice hook in for the Ouchigari, and plenty of drive back. And the Polish girl did well, really, to avoid conceding a bigger score. Actually, the referee has just waved off the
score.
The score.
Yeah.
But it's still on the scoreboard. And now it's Ippon's just been given.
Yep.
Yeah. We were just distracted a little bit there, looking at the scoreboard, and they did change it, and then she scored an even bigger.
Oh yeah. Said okay. If you don't want the first one, I give you the second one. Good for Laura. Very good. So she's in the next round. Yeah, we're gonna have.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, she's flat on her back there. Is the Polish girl. It's a shame they're not doing more replays inside the hall itself. Yeah. So that's those of you that are watching the live stream, you've got the luxury of seeing the replays.
So here on the screen in the hall, there is no replay.
I haven't seen many. One or two, but not many.
Okay, because this is the best. Sometimes it goes so quickly, and then automatically you watch to the screen and look if there's a replay. Yeah. So that's interesting. Barbara Matic, we saw earlier, the current junior world champion from Croatia.
Yeah, she's coming up really strongly.
Yeah.
And she's fighting against another Israeli girl, Leo
Wildekan.
I haven't seen her before. It'll be interesting to see what she can do.
And the German one on the mat, Andrea Semple. The referee.
Well, she's looking for a Sangaku immediately, and Barbara Matic made a mistake there, throwing herself onto the floor and putting herself in difficulty. Actually,
and this is dangerous.
Arm lock. There's arm lock.
Come out with the arm. Yeah.
Barbara Matic under a lot of pressure. It's not very effective Seanagi.
Yeah.
More of a drop than a proper attack. She got away with that one. Oh, countered there by Barbara Matic. She scores Yuko. Wildekan was off balance with that. It was a good attack from Wildekan, but she'd lost her balance in the middle of it. Now she's under pressure in Niwaza. Matic perhaps looking for a shimiwaza there. Here it is again.
Yeah.
She changed Ouchi, Uchimata, Kouchi. It was a nice combination of techniques that she was stringing together, but then she lost her balance on the Kouchi.
Yeah. Oh, not the
That's
right
another
timing.
drop again.
Yeah.
She's dropping a lot, is Matic, and she's managed to get away with it so far. The coach is, her coach has been warned.
Warned, yeah.
For speaking outside of the mate. Two minutes to go.
Still not good enough to get a score for that, yeah.
No.
If you fail with this kind of drop Seoinage, then it's always you're always in danger of getting punished, getting Shido for dropping down.
Wildekan picked up a passivity there.
Yeah, now it's Wildekan.
And she's lost a bit of tempo now, as Wildekan. I think that score against her has knocked her confidence a bit. Not as aggressive as she was in the first 2 minutes. Both of them picking up penalties again.
Yeah.
One for passivity, one for a illegal grip. Oh, another effort at the Seoinage from Barbara Matic. She got a bit more movement on that one.
Yeah.
Ouchi again from the Israeli, trying to change it, switch sides. Couldn't quite finish it. We're inside the last minute.
Oh, she has to keep her busy on Nevasa. Oh, Mate is coming.
And Wildekan needs to step it up now if she's going to go through. She needs a score.
Yeah.
Needs a Wazari, actually, to go in front of Matic.
She looks a little bit desperate, huh? She can't get her grip.
Yeah, and she's penalised now.
But she really tried to, yeah.
Both of them penalised. She's on 3 penalties now, and that's a drop.
Ooh,
that's another drop.
Yeah.
She gets away with it. I don't know how. Everybody else gets a Shido for doing for dropping. She's done at least 3 or 4 in this match and didn't get anything. Oh, that's a nice turn. That was a good turn. That's time.
Wow, yeah.
So it's Barbara Matic that takes the contest and goes through to round 3.
She did it in a clever way, yeah? So this tactical thing to keep her busy. But yeah, as you just said, sometimes there were some situations where she was in danger of another Shido.
That's right.
And you could see that sometimes she only kept her busy, not made a big attack.
Yeah.
To throw her.
That was the one that cost her the match there. She lost the balance on the one attack too many, really.
Yeah. In the end, they were a little bit better.
Yeah.
So I'm now gonna leave you with Sheldon Franco-Rooks. He is coming. Yes, enjoy. Thanks.
He's hovering.
Yeah.
So we're staying with the same mat, it looks like. We've got up next is Rok Draxic of Slovenia against Sagi Muki from Israel. So
good afternoon, Denzine.
Good afternoon, Sheldon. You're a busy man today.
I'll tell you what, I had a nice message from Mac Abbott's earlier on saying, are you not working, pal? I am indeed. Who have we got coming up now then? Rok Draxic of Slovenia, and as Denzine just said there, Sagi Muki of Israel. This is going to be a really good contest here. Muki is an explosive fighter and quite surprising Draktrich, however, is incredibly difficult to score on. He's never in one place for longer than a second. As you can see, he's got that busy,
that's the
combative fighting style.
That's the style of the Slovenians, isn't it?
Yeah, well,
who was the other one who fights at 81, who's always moving?
I was thinking more of the heavyweight fighter, the woman heavyweight fighter who never stops.
Yeah.
Lucia Palauda, you know, she's just like one of those wind-up toys that just never stops.
Oh, nice combination of techniques there. Osoto Kosoto from Muki.
He's a boy, isn't he?
Yeah.
You know.
Strong.
And Rocky's a difficult guy to catch, but he's got some throwing skills. Now, Denton, you're here, whilst we're watching this, you're here as part of the 2015 Glasgow team, or in another hat?
Yeah, I mean, as you know, we have the European Championships next year in Glasgow, and it's customary for the organisers for the next year to come to the championships in the previous year to see what's happening behind the scenes and to learn from that experience. And also there's the handover of the flag to the next organiser. So there's a few people from Glasgow events team as well. We've got people here from UK Sport, and you know, we've already picked up quite a lot from this event.
And in a minute we're going to hear from Yanni Andreopoulos, the director of AEG Sports Europe. He's going to tell us all about his particular involvement, but that's not with Glasgow, is it? What's that?
Well, he runs his company runs a number of venues and in London that we're particularly interested in. So he's, you know, for example, Wembley and the O2 Arena, where they had the Olympic gymnastics event. Yeah. So we're interested in using their venues for some judo events.
Okay.
I think the British Open is going to be taking place at Wembley.
Wow,
next
fantastic!
year.
Look forward to that. You and I had a good look round at venues, and that was one of the ones that we went to see. I don't think we.
Wembley's been completely refurbed for the Olympic Games, because they were at one stage they were going to have boxing there. But it's a tremendous venue. I remember when we went there. We saw the auditorium where they have the snooker.
That's right. Yeah.
But it's a little bit too
tight
for the number of mats that you'd want to have. You wouldn't be able to get 4 mats in that tight auditorium. But they have a space now where you could get 4 mats down and have the and that has the seating capacity that we need for our sport.
Israeli coach was screaming for Wazari. He was lucky to get Yuko out of it. Well, I look forward to seeing that.
Yeah.
He's gone again.
Oh, he won this time.
Oh, and it's for the Slovenian.
Really?
Just have a look at this. The difficulty for Muki here was he was running out of steam. Here's the
hip.
That's the Yuko. Yeah. So for me, that's not Wazari. That's Yuko. We're going to have a look at the other action now.
Oh,
that'll do.
But Ippon, I'm not sure.
Yeah, well, the only thing that you could do is change it to Wazari, but it looked good to me. We had him going. Yep, that'll do. Sorry, pal.
I'm not sure. I would have probably given a
Wazari.
Me personally, I would have given Wazari.
2:12 was left on the clock. I'm not sure that he would have made it. He was running out steam quickly.
Look, he's kind of turning. He's gone down very heavily. I mean, that granted.
The only thing that I'd say is we're looking at it from head on.
Yeah.
The referee is
at
behind,
the other side,
looking at it. She can see what
got a better angle
of the back is, maybe a better angle. We're looking at his body kind of twisted.
Yeah.
But always try to defer to the referee who's on the mat in the better position. And in that case, Ioana Babiuk, Olympic referee, one of the best. She's standing there with the best possible view of his back, and she doesn't give it just instantly. She has a look. She says, force, control, speed, sufficient enough of the back because she can see there. That's what she was looking at. And if there was, because he kind of comes off it, doesn't he? He's coming back up.
He bounces.
I mean, I wouldn't like it, because for me it's right on that limit.
I don't think you can't argue. I don't think you can argue. I mean, Wazari Ippon, I mean, it's a very subtle difference sometimes. You can't argue with that.
Well, I guess everybody from Slovenia was jumping up shouting Ippon, and everyone from Israel was saying Yuko.
Yeah, I mean, compared to the Wazari that he was given, it is an Ippon.
That's right, yeah.
Because it was a cleaner throw.
Yeah, that was a better one.
Yeah, do you want Yanni up here now? Or
let's see if we can get Yanni Andreopoulos. He's got a flight to catch. Thanks very much to Denzine White. I'm sure we're going to hear from him a little bit later on. We're going to get Yanni Andreopoulos up here, just as Zebeda Rekviashvili attempts to apply the shimiwaza on Andrea Regis. He's holding out. Let's hope he doesn't hold out too long, and they've called a mate. They've called mate there. It's Zebeda Rekviashvili in the white judogi and Andrea Regis of Italy in blue. And whilst the contest is underway, I'm delighted to be joined by Yanni Andreopoulos, the director of AEG Sports Europe. Good afternoon, Yanni.
Good afternoon.
I'm just going to move that a little bit closer so that we can hear the dulcet tones of your lovely voice.
Is that better?
That's a lot better. Right.
Excellent.
So welcome to Judo TV, the EJU channel for live broadcasts at all our events. We hope you're enjoying your time here in Montpellier.
I am very much. It's my first time in Montpellier and my first time at a full judo event, so I'm very much enjoying getting to know a bit more about the sport.
Well, let's get to know a little bit more about you, Yanni, the director of AEG Sports Europe. Tell us a little bit about what your company does and bring us towards that point where you're involved in judo.
Absolutely. Well, AEG is the Anschutz Entertainment Group. We are the owners of the O2 Arena in London. We operate Wembley Arena. We have the O2 World in Berlin, the O2 World in Hamburg. And AEG Sports is the arm of Anschutz Entertainment Group, which organizes and brings sporting events to our venues.
Right, so these are not, the sports centres locally, whatever. These are major venues for hosting world-class Olympic level events.
Olympic, both Wembley Arena and the O2 were used for the Olympics, hosting gymnastics, basketball, and badminton, amongst other sports. We've had World Championships, we've had NBA regular season games, we've had UFC, we've had World Badminton Championships at our venues, and that's just in London. So we have a very strong repertoire of bringing great events, and judo is one of those that we want to study closer.
And what do you think? Are there plans for you getting involved with judo as far as the venues that you work with? Have you got some plans on the table? Are we going to see judo there soon?
It started with our involvement with the Paris-Bercy Arena, which we took over 32% of the management company last year, and obviously we know the judo from Bercy very, very well. And we thought that with British judo going from strength to strength, and the new blood that's in there, both in the team and also in the chairman position and the CEO, Kareth and Andrew, two very, very good guys. We wanted to see if there was a way to build up British judo and bring a world-class event with world-class participants to a world-class venue. And really what we're looking to do is create a British Open or something like that together with the British Judo Association into Wembley Arena.
Because we've always thought that London should host a major event. We've had difficulties in finding a venue from time to time, but it looks as though that might be on the way now. Then
we're currently in conversations with the British Judo Association. They have very strong visions for where they want to take the sport and how they want to develop it within the UK and Great Britain. They have a very strong platform with some strong results. Ashley unfortunately fell a little bit short yesterday, but there's some very strong competitors in there today, and they're going from strength to strength as a team. So capitalizing on that, capitalizing on the Olympic legacy, and giving them a platform with a venue and a partner like AEG who can hopefully help deliver some great value is what we're looking at doing, and bringing an event on a regular basis to to the British judo public.
All sounds very good. I know from the history that that's the direction that British Judo Association wants to move in anyway. I'm just going to give a quick update on the score here. Zabela Rekviashvili of Georgia and Andrea Regis all tied up at the moment. There's a minute, just a little over a minute left to go. Regis has picked up 2 Shidos, and that's the state of the contest at the moment. So when are we likely to see judo in one of the venues?
Well, in an ideal world, we'd like to. We're talking about starting something in summer 2015, but I don't want to put those guys under too much undue pressure. But we are talking to concrete dates and potential opportunities for July 2015, with a long-term vision of hopefully maybe looking at a bigger World Championship play. And bid as well for London. So a lot of exciting things happening, and I'm really happy to be here and learning more about the sport and how exciting it is.
This has come at a really good time as well for British Judo. You know, on the back of having hosted the Olympic Games, that memory of the Games in London is going to work for a while. So people would be attracted to a successful bid for a World Championship, whether it's a junior or a senior World Championships with teams, and I think that would be a good thing.
I think so, absolutely. And you only have to look back at any of the sporting montages from 2012, and Gemma pointing to the sky saying "Thank you, Mum" is one of those key images that came out of the Games. And Gemma's actually from Greenwich, where the O2 is, and the beneficiary of one of a charity that we as AEG and the O2 are very heavily involved with, which is called Starting Block.
Nice connection.
And you know, that's just a great legacy to carry on. And I think if there is a world-class event that British judokas can aspire to participate in on home ground, that will just help develop the sport that much further. And that's what, if we can do a little piece to help out and get to the right place, we'd be very pleased with that.
That all sounds very good to me, and I'd be delighted to come and see the event. I hope I won't have to work at it. Delighted to come and see any judo event that was staged in one of those venues. Now, I know that you've got to race off to catch your flight, so I'm going to take this opportunity to thanks very much for taking the time to drop in and see us. Let's hope that we see you in the not too distant future.
Absolutely. Well, thank you very much for having me, and all the best for a successful completion to this event.
Thank you very much. Yanni Andreopoulos, the director of AEG Sports Europe. Thanks very much for taking the time. Now we're going to get back to the action here. Rekviashvili it is who successfully came out of that contest, just on the back of 2 Shidos against the 3 picked up by Andrea Regis. And very shortly we'll either have Denzine White or Sandra Zaghedi or Nanette Burm, maybe even Dawn Netherwood. She's floating around somewhere. They'll come back into the commentary position. In the meantime, we've got Loic Pietri of France, a world champion at under 81 kilos. He faces Konstantin Ovchinnikovs of Latvia. It's Pietri in the white judogi and Ovchinnikovs in blue. Just to let you know what's happening on the other mats here. Rustam Orozhov of Azerbaijan faces Sergei Drebo of the Ukraine. That's in the under 73 kilo category, down on mat number 1. Agata Ozdoba of Poland faces Hilda Drexler of Austria on mat number 2. That's in the under 63 kilo category. And then down on mat number 4, Hugo Legrand of France faces Sami Chuchi of Belgium. That's in the under 73 kilo category, down on mat number 4. Okay, so that's the lineup that we've got for you at the moment as Pietri and Ovchinnikovs get underway here. Ovchinnikovs giving a reasonable account of himself here. Almost had the opportunity for a shimiwaza there. Now a chance to apply an arm lock. Nice turnover. Just try and wrap the arm up here. Nice and tight with the legs. Here comes the arm now. Just trying to rest that out. Pietri's going to have to be really strong here. He'll have one more go at it. And out it comes. Trying to squeeze his way past it. You see how he changed the angle? It wasn't straight any longer. Clever work there by Pietri. He's also got to try to get. He's also got to try to avoid getting caught in nearvaza, all of which he's done successfully. Good defense on the ground of Chinnikov's. Couldn't apply the arm lock, and I'm joined again by Annette Bell.
Hello, Sheldon.
Hi, Annette. You're busy with your reports. How are they coming on?
Yes. I had a look to the poster exhibition and the winner, and we did a small interview and made a clip from that, and that's why I just came from that work. But now I'm gonna join you. Jörg Petri, before in his first fight, he threw a wonderful ippon. I think it didn't take long, the fight before, and now he's against the Latvian.
Yeah.
Where do you go?
Ovchinnikov's had him in some real trouble there. First of all, with the attempted shimiwaza, and when he rolled out of that, he left his arm hanging out, and Ovchinnikov's, turned him over and was, had the arm out as well. Pietri managed to escape, however. The hand was there for a minute. I'll tell you what, Ovchinnikov's is giving him some real problems. No score yet. A little under 2.5 minutes left to go.
And in this category there was, we have to say, was also Alan Schmidt. If I'm right,
saw him
he's
thrown.
already out. Lost against Pacek, the Swedish.
We've had some upsets. There's absolutely no doubt about it. We've had some upsets today. One of them was Jevries Eman being thrown for ippon. We've seen Jerby,
she lost, But one word to Eman. It was a tricky situation on the edge of the mat. Referee said Mate, and I don't know if she realized that it was Mate, but I think it was already a little bit too late. She was almost in this rotation, and that was the fun.
It's a very, very difficult point. We do have a replay, and we'll show it at the end of this contest. We'll do it at the end of this contest.
Yes.
That's a nice one. We'll do it at the end of the contest, and then we can talk it through.
Some really, Van Tichelt as well.
Oh yeah, Van Tichelt lost to Uematsu. That was a good fight.
Against Uematsu.
Yeah, but if you get Uematsu, it's not going to be easy. That's going to be a tough one.
Yes.
Kim Polling has just defeated Juliana Robra on mat 2. I know you would have liked to have seen that.
Yes.
I'm not sure whether you would have liked to have seen Kim Polling winning or Juliana Robra losing. I'm not sure what gives you greater pleasure.
Yeah, that's right. As I mentioned in the preview, Kim Polling belongs to my favorite. For not only for the European Championship, I really like her way how to fight, her technical repertoire. That's why
she's got a really attacking style, hasn't she?
Yeah. And
nice
also this flexibility in her techniques. So she won the quarterfinal.
1.5 minutes left to go. No score, Pietri and Ovchinnikov's. Ovchinnikov just wiping a bit of perspiration away from his eyes there.
Oh,
a nice combination.
Actually, three attacks.
Yes. A la Sanjasuran Miaragja. 1, 2, 3. Yeah,
recognized. Okay,
yeah.
There must. Yeah, I
wasn't
must
quite
the third one.
wasn't quite the Miaragja standard when he threw La Rosse in Paris, but yeah, he put it together well, and you could see the thought process.
Yes.
In that, he leads by Wasari now. Little over half a minute left to go. Is he called Mate?
Yeah, that's me. His
I
reaction
wasn't sure
was
if
good.
Andreas Hempel had called Mate or not, but you're trying to.
Yeah. I think also Luc Petri wasn't sure. Yesterday I saw a fight. I just remembered that Andreas Hempel refereed it. No Judo at all.
Yeah.
It was absolutely correct. And even in the golden score, there was a golden score.
Right.
I think it was a decision by a score, not by a Judo.
Oh,
I can't remember when I have seen this before.
The last time, yeah.
The last time. So that's it.
Pietri it is who wins out over a really tough opponent in Konstantin of Chinikov's. We're going to take a quick look at the Eman incident when she was thrown earlier on by, I think it was Katarzyna Kliss, if I'm not mistaken. There you go. Let's have one more look.
Yes. Yeah.
And then you'll see that was Barbara Matic throwing Anka Pogacnik. There's the start of the throw.
Yeah.
And he hasn't called Mate yet.
She can't recognize that it's Mate Eman.
So there's the throw. She's going over.
Yeah.
And now he calls Mate. But he calls Mate when she's almost on her back.
Yes,
so that's done and dusted. There's the start of the throw. And you're already going over when the referee calls Mate. It's too late at that point. I hope that clears that up. Right, let's go back to the action.
Yes. The thing is, what I don't want to miss is still one fight left. Ekbekninu against Gwent, because both had a great performance before.
That's right.
Both are a little bit equal. The body posture, the strength of the body, and the big hip techniques. But until that,
well, we've got some choices. I mean, down on mat number 4, Tatalashvili. Maresh comes up after that. Ekbekninu and Gwen we want to watch. Tirakishvili and Mostopoulos, that might be a good one. Parlati and Ungvaria on mat number 2 at the moment. And then Patrick and Ciano are on mat number 1. It's not a great amount to choose from, because we're going to have to change mats whatever happens, but it'll be Ekbekninu and Gwen. When we get ready, we'll go and we'll see Ekbekninu and Gwen. In the meantime, let's go to mat number 4, and the reason for that is Tatalashvili is down there. Nugzari Tatalashvili of Georgia.
Monsieur Fernandez just passed us here. Nice to see some, not to say older, but further fighters.
Latvians, a couple of people out there today.
Just picked out the fight with the longest and most difficult
with the
names.
time. Oh yeah, that's right.
Latvian.
Yeah. Fedesi Yankovs is one of them. But
you once heard it.
Tatalashvili is not that bad, is he? Oh, Shimiwaza.
Oh, we can't see that.
Oh, just slipped the head, didn't he?
That was quickly, yeah, from the Latvian. I remember this beautiful Uchimata from Fernandez, from the French.
Yeah.
This rotation movement. And then
it's Daniel Fernandez that Annette Burm is speaking about.
Fernandez, yes, yeah. Daniel Fernandez, yes, thank you.
He just walked past us. I suppose you'll see a few stars.
And that was his category, 73. Yeah.
Trying to work on the arm again. Last time it was the shimiwaza, but hasn't been successful yet. A little over 3 minutes left to go. Tatalashvili is one of 2 Georgians in this weight category. The other one we've seen already, Zabedo Rekviashvili, he's through to the next round. And I keep returning to the point that there was a third Georgian. Obviously, you can only enter 2 in the weight category. But the third Georgian was Lasha Shavdatuashvili, who moved up from under 66 kilos to fight at 73. He couldn't get in the team. Hard.
How hard is that?
Hard, huh?
Oh, weak attack. I don't know if you mentioned it before. Tatarashvili won against Mugushkov, yeah? He won against Mugushkov, Musa Mugushkov, against the Russian before.
A tough second round contest. It was both their first. They had buys in the first round. So it was, although it was their first fights, it was a second round contest. But what a way to open your your day, either having to face Tatalashvili or Mugushkov. Again, trying to use that Sutemiwaza to set something up on the ground. Looks in good condition, doesn't he, Fedosey Yankovs?
I saw a few who looks like they are in a good condition.
But he's going to have to go another minute and 40 odd seconds, and I'm not sure he's going to make it. They're asking them to tidy their gis up. 3 Shidos on the board already for the Latvian, and I think this is probably it now.
Yeah.
Unforced error. Didn't need to do that. Stepped out of the area and picked up a 4th Shido, so he loses out there. Fedor Yasenkovs goes out. Tatalashvili goes in to the quarterfinal. Now let's see who we've got up next. We're still waiting for Krizan and Mediev to finish off. Let's go to mat number... Oh, we can stay here. Sven Maresh and Jaromir Musel of the Czech Republic. It's Maresh of Germany in the white judogi and Musel of the Czech Republic in blue. Those are the next 2 fighters here on mat number 4. If you want to see Avtandil Chirikishvili and Roman Mostopoulos, you need to go to mat number 2. That's where the action is taking place.
So Sven Maresh won his first fight, I think, by Shido. Alexander Richardchak lost his first fight in the same category. He was had to fight against the number 1 seed here, Shrikishvili.
We said that last night. It's going to be a tough draw.
Absolutely. And also the other German, Christopher Völk, lost by Ippon against Mukizaki.
We're not going to get involved in the Maresh Musil one because the Krizan and Mediev contest has finished, and we want to see Agbegninu and Gvend. Let's go to mat number 3. I beg your pardon.
So,
My
but
apologies.
at home, if you wanna stay here, you can stay.
You can see the Maresh and Musil contest if you stay on mat number 3. But we're going to see Clarice Agbegninu and Edvig Gvend, and Agbegninu now must be the favourite. With Jerby having gone out.
Absolutely.
Must be Agbegninu the favourite.
Yeah.
Just going to announce the fighters now.
Agbegnenu had a really good start here in her contest, won by Ippon for Uranage.
Teltsidu. And then Gwend knocked out the young Polish fighter Halima Mohamed Sagir. Tough fight for Mohamed Sagir. First up to have to fight Agbegnenu.
Gwend, yeah. She countered her with Uchimata, yeah. Mohamed Sagir. Lost with that score.
Beg your pardon, yeah, against Edvig Gwend. It was Teltsidu who'd lost to Agbegnenu, and Mohamed Sagir who lost to Gwend.
It's an unusual name for the Polish, no?
Yeah, I think her father is, he's maybe from Tunisia, I'm not sure, or Algeria.
Right, this is already, as I said before, the quarterfinal. High quality quarterfinal here with these two women. Oh, there's a strong hip. Both of them got a strong hip. Chigari on the right side.
Yeah, Uchimata Ojigari, I think Gwend looks well set up for.
Maybe it looks sometimes a little bit awkward, but that doesn't mean that they are not good ippon thrower. So it's just they are equal, and when fighters are equal in their style, then it's difficult. Now she got the chance. Clarissa Agbegnenu got the chance for the Uranage. Use it.
Yeah, they're both very skillful fighters and big throwers as well. Agbegnenu in particular.
Could be interesting.
Just the foot left in there, but you know, when you use so much pressure to get the foot out that you move away from the top half of the body and you end up losing contact.
Before, but then you see both of them, you really can feel this special body tension, huh?
Yeah.
Especially in this fight. Not in every fight it's the case, but you can feel how much pressure is there. Just a little Judo.
Yeah, the Italian is the fighter with the Judo against her name, Edvig Gwend. Apart from that, nothing else on the board. Minute and a half left to go. There's a score there.
Kind of Tayotoshi.
Yeah.
I think now it's time to show your flexibility. If you feel, okay, I really got problems to attack with a forward technique, then change the directions. And I mean the Italian, Gwend. If she can do this, would be a higher quality. Oh.
Almost.
Yeah.
There'll be another score there because it didn't stop.
Yeah. Referee gave you go for that.
Half a minute left for Edvig Wendt to come up with something.
Chigari, not a good grip. Ekpegninu is always a step faster, or yeah, a second faster than Wendt. Oh. That was uncontrolled from both of them. At the end, you saw that there was no power left for the Italian.
She couldn't trouble Ekpegninu with the throw, and she couldn't avoid getting caught with the counter, because, as Annette quite rightly said, there just wasn't the power there any longer. Well, we've still got some judo to come. I think mat number 3, we're going to stay here. We're going to see Laura Vargas-Koch of Germany and Barbara Matic of Croatia. The world silver medalist gets to fight the junior world champion. Should be a nice matchup coming. And then we'll have Sandra Zoghetti joining us shortly. So I'm going to leave you in the company of Annette Böhm and Sandra Zoghetti.
Thank you, Sheldon. So we're gonna wait for.
Good afternoon.
Hello. Yeah, we can already say that. Yeah.
Yes, time is running very fast.
We're gonna wait for the next fight. Yeah.
Clarissa winning.
Already decided for Laura Vargas-Koch, the German one, and Barbara Matic, the Croatian.
Good choice.
So it's the pool final, the quarter final. Yeah, Ekpegninu before one. Her contest against Wendt. So mat number 2, there is a break, or I think they are already finished. And you at home got the choice between mat number 1, 3 and 4. Mat number 1 under 64 kilo. Let's have a look. The Slovenian just won. Martina Tridos lost. Mat number 3 we actually are. And mat number 4, if you want to have a look, to men under 81 and after women under 63. So, but for now, we're gonna watch this fight. The junior world champion Barbara Matic in blue fighting against Laura Vargas-Koch from Germany, silver medalist from last year. Laura's going for the choke. Difficult to say if she's through.
Laura is trying to get the dominant grip, and she's attacking with an Uchi. Turning back to an Uchimata.
Yeah, that's
the
a good
left
thing.
side.
She can switch from this Uchi to Uchi, Uchimata. Don't lose any contact. That makes it difficult for her opponents. Stroke up.
lost the grip for a moment there. And here is the replay of her attempt to throw with left Uchimata. And Barbara is going for it now.
Dominated the grip, yes.
And Laura just picked up a penalty point for stepping out of the mat area.
Next quarterfinal, men's competition, the W1. Under 73 kilograms.
Trying to get a good position with the grip. Matic is dominating. The left hand of Laura.
Laura, yeah.
Not to get the toe grip.
Yeah, and that arm, that hand must be for Laura. It must be there at the top, at the neck of her opponents. Otherwise, she's not able to attack.
Yeah, she is uncomfortable situation for her, and Matic going for it again. But Laura got her legs in. Can she lift them up enough to throw? Not quite there yet.
Yeah.
It was much better than the last one, but still no score, and she's down by Judo halfway through the contest. Another attempt, yeah, from Barbara.
Coach gets a
warning.
warning.
Yes. Calm down a little bit.
Happens very often, huh? Today
yes,
and also
today
yesterday.
is very often, yes. No wonder why, after all the surprising loss of big champions at the beginning of the day, I think everybody got to be excited. There are huge opportunities opened up at certain pools of the draw to climb their way into even to the final or semi-final. So we'll see. There is the left side again. She's trying to lift.
Oh.
And the Kosoto, that was great. She stayed in there.
Yes.
She stuck into it.
And Barbara Matic changed the sides, huh?
Yes.
She changed. Maybe she was too close to
yeah, Walker
Laura.
had strong grip on her around the waist.
There's the other
Kosoto, there it was. Wazari.
Oh, not yet.
Now she's getting the leg out, hopefully.
Use your left leg for that. Why
Yeah,
don't you use your left leg, you know, to help?
Grip on the top as well.
Right leg, sorry, now.
Oh, there it is. She knew what was she doing. But here we go with Osekomi.
Yes.
And I think it looks very much secured for her to just go through to the next round.
That's it.
So she's into the semi-final, isn't she?
Then we're going to see it again.
Yeah, nice. Kosoto to really
Well done.
tighten up. And then she climbed internal Saikomi for Kesogatame. So Matic will have to go through to the repechage.
Yes.
To be able to fight for the bronze medal. Are we staying here or perhaps moving to?
We could have a look to mat number
one,
because
Dex
I didn't see
is on
Dex
the mat
Amon today. Yeah.
Yes. And he's versus Rustam Oruzhov from Azerbaijan in blue, and Dex Amon from the Netherlands in white, the under 73 kilogram. And that's also a quarter-final.
He also won a medal last year, Dex.
Oh, driving it through beautifully, yes. Couldn't really rotate enough, did he?
We changed in the right moment.
Yes.
It was really a nice technique.
Hammond is leading by Wazari.
There we're going to see the replay. Lovely.
Yes,
how he came out again.
A bit of a rotation, yes. There was missing a bit of rotation.
But he still
the upper body, but
came out and stood up with his opponent on his back.
Really beautiful, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Just picked up his second penalty, which is not going to make any difference since he has Vasari to lead with. All right, battling at the edge again. Trying to get oops.
Oh, must be careful.
Stepping out, exactly. But he's really dominating that left, isn't he? Pinning down the sleeve beautifully. So he's not really in a danger. Oryov is trying to get that hand off. Again at the edge, Amon must be careful with that.
Oh, that was a poor one.
And there's just a little bit over a minute remain from this contest. And there's a Judo been given to Oryov. So now we have 2-1 for the penalties. And Amon still has his Vasari to lead the quarterfinal. What a beautiful throw! And so effortless was it, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Great, so that dropped underneath Ippon straight into the semi-final, where he's going to face Ungwari, Olympic silver medalist.
Yeah. You're happy about that?
Yes, very much.
It will be a great match.
It will be a tough one, absolutely. But what a lovely throw. I don't know if you can replay it. I would love to see it again.
Just said it, yeah.
There he is.
Can't see it often enough. Huh?
Not at all. Wow.
How's the preparation in Hungary, for example, for the Europeans? Men and women are together in a camp, a training camp, or are they separated?
They went to Tata, I don't know, you know, the Olympic Training Center. Yeah, they went there, but that was the EGU OTC camp, the going for gold camp. Besides that, they doing their own stuff in their club.
Okay.
So everybody is urged to do what they have to do in order to progress and to do. They're not really training together. They're not getting together as one team. Once a week, they have like randori session where everybody goes to in a capital. Besides that, everybody's preparing in their own club or however they want. Whether they want to go abroad, they will. It really depends on.
But the national team, women and men, each they had the trainings camp before and prepared together. So
no, only in Tata in the going for gold camp. Yes,
so
that's where everybody went because there was an international camp. But besides that, everybody's doing what they think. I would say what they think is the best for them.
Yeah.
So they're not preparing together.
Interesting. So, and how is the team spirit then?
It is good. I mean, as you can see, they were screaming their head up for Ungwari earlier on. It is great, but because we have so many like all the players in Hungary coming from different clubs, so it's very few of them actually in the same club. Therefore, we ended up having loads of coaches in the competition, as you can see, because each club has their head coach.
Yeah.
If I can say that, yes, and so that's how they do it.
Okay.
There is no national head coach existing. They have their club coaches. They're doing their work, and we just saw Nippon there. Sorry.
Yeah,
I'll finish that story off, but
no problem.
Just
it was interesting, but for sure we're gonna have to replay. Yeah. But it's in generally it's interesting how each country is preparing.
Very different.
Yeah. Each national team is preparing.
Yes.
We're gonna see here the replay.
There is
lovely.
Oh, lovely throw from the Belarusian.
I think this is a big success to get to start this technique without grabbing to the leg.
Stand up.
In the end, you could use in the past you could use your arm to grab the leg to control it. Only with the upper body. So now we're gonna switch to mat number 3.
There it is again.
Let's go to mat number 3.
Really beautiful throw from the Belarusian. And
you got
can see some.
He's leading.
Great quarterfinal coming up in the under 81 after this, but let's see now.
Let's see now against Rekriashvili, the Georgian.
Oh, this is also good. And Rakshish has a Vasari. Holding down, tapping out. This is it.
So Tracic, which is who is still the European champion, the current European champion.
That's correct.
He's on his way to defend his title. The Slovenian.
Yes.
He's in a good shape. And now, yeah, after this quarterfinal, we're going to watch the second quarterfinal between Loac Petri of France and the Hungarian.
Under 81 kilogram, yes.
Yeah, under
brilliant.
Under
I'm looking forward to that.
81 quarterfinal.
Krijan, yes. Sabolch, yes.
Krijan, okay.
I'm like this with your German. Don't worry. So in blue is Sabolch Krijan from Hungary and Loac Petri from France in white.
So
on the number 2 seeded.
Number 3
French
now.
favorite.
Quarterfinal, and also mat number 4. You can have the chance to watch the quarterfinals under 70 and 73. Mat number 1 and mat number 2 are already finished. So action is actually on 2 mats.
Let's see who is going through to the semi-final here.
So what are the...
Sabolch has a long injury.
From? Yeah,
last year at the Europeans he broke his feet.
Okay.
Huge.
Last year at the Europeans.
Yes, in Budapest. He's got such a good form. He broke his feet. Unfortunate situation, and it took him a while to recover. And that was a U-call. You reckon?
Wow. Yeah.
Yes. So that is a U-call for Petri then.
Yeah.
Look at it again. Sabolch is trying to come back for Ochi. Couldn't quite get it. I'm questioning that U-call, but it's a U-call there. And now Sabolch have to step it up and get a score. I have to stay impartial, don't I? And another drop Senage. Trying to get Kochi.
So if you're at home asking yourself why Loac Petri got a red back number, or his name, it's because all of the world champions got a red one. The Olympic champions got a gold. No? Don't say yellow. It's a gold one.
It's gold.
Yeah, and the European and the other ones
remaining
are all black,
blue.
Yeah. Or also the European champions. We just saw Dracic got a normal one, a blue one like the other. But another color also would have been great.
But then you have to do for all the continental champions, don't you? That was not a big deal, is it?
Yeah.
Right, so it's a minute and a half gone, and Petri's leading with a U-call he just threw right at the beginning of the contest. Krijan needs to score in order to maintain a chance to go through to the semi-final. And the beautiful drop Senaga on the left side. That was, if not a Nippon, surely a Wasari.
And it looked like the Hungarian was jumping on his back. It was just a movement, yeah?
Yes. I mean, Petri is famous of his drops. So Krijan has to be careful with going too much onto Petri. If he drops underneath, it's less likely not to score from there for him. So Krijan has to be careful with that and trying to get some. That was a bit poor there. Try his best.
Well, Petri is in a comfortable situation with this Yuko and Watsari.
Absolutely, and still keeping
attacking
top
him.
of the game.
Pushing his opponent, keeps him busy on Nevasa. So
let the time go. Who knows what can happen from there?
That's still a lot of time.
He's doing something serious.
Still a lot of time for the Hungarian to.
And here's the replay. Yes.
Powerful. That showed or shows us how powerful this attack was.
Ladies and gentlemen, we from the opening ceremony of the 2014 European Championship.
So he's just trying to, lovely coach, he driving it through, but no score.
Couldn't catch him with that.
Yes, he's really powerful when he drops in. Saboc is really trying to get a good grip. Hopefully try to score. Judo for one-sided grip. You're not allowed to grip on one side unless you are attacking from it straight away. So the Hungarian received his second penalty for that reason. And Pietri still trying to get a big throw. Saboc is trying to get a grip. Another drop Senaga, no score. It's just less than 2 minutes to remain before the end of this contest. Saboc is trying to get a good grip and then trying really hard to attack, but Pietri is like a wall in this contest. Another try for Rai Ogoshi from the Hungarian. Again, just dropped off Pietri. Pietri is trying to get an arm lock on Krijan. Right, so it's just a little bit over than a minute, and Pietri is still leading with a Wazari and a Yuko. Saboc is trying really hard to get that grip and be able to attacking, but less success than he thought. A drop Sunaga wasn't quite there, then Pietri drops down and a Kochi, and Saboc just stepped out. So it's less than a minute for our world champion to go through to the semi-final at the European Championships. Just fixing up the uniform as it's required from the referee. Meanwhile, Hugo Legrand, Olympic bronze medalist, is facing Tassilashvili from Georgia in mat number 4. We're staying here. I'm just keeping you informed.
They just started. So
they just started, okay.
The first 30 seconds.
Right, let's see if Saboc could change anything on the board. He's really trying that Makikomi, but Pietri is like a wall. Just keeps dropping off him, bless him. Can't really get a proper grip. A nice Osoto.
Yeah, it was a nice idea from Christian to attack with this kind. Osoto, and then the foot attack.
The Gaka, yeah.
But he couldn't control him in
really.
the upper body, huh?
Pietri seems really physically strong as well.
Yeah.
Incredible. Right, 30 seconds left, just a bit over then. Right, 30 seconds now. And Pietri still have beautiful drop Senaga. This is exactly what I said before. Once you step towards this man, he's gonna drop underneath, drive you through, and this is it. So the scoreboard is a bit full.
He was exactly in the right body position.
Absolutely.
Between his legs.
And he stuck there for a second, drives it through.
Yes, it really, and he doesn't break up. His quality is that if, as you said, if he's once in, he really continues until the end.
Yes.
So
with his drops,
he can coordinate it and got this tension and
bad drop soon.
So I think let's go where the action is on mat number 4.
Yes.
Yeah.
We have Hugo here, Olympic bronze medalist from London 2012 Olympic Games. And that's his quarter-final against Nugzat Tassilashvili in the blue. And the French favorite is in white. He picked up a penalty earlier on. So he has still over 3 minutes to get a score. We've done it before today. He should be able to repeat that again. I still can't get the reason of this beard.
We will find out.
Yes, we will. There is Uchimata attempt from Hugo. Got a nice toe grip. Careful at the edge. Sasai, no score. As Tassilashvili try to counter him again. Right. Halfway through the contest, and Hugo is still down.
Yeah.
With Oh, Ouchi. Hands are off.
Yeah.
Trying to get a good grip. Right, still a Shido done. And 2 minutes. Hugo Legrand has 2 minutes to turn it over.
And it's just this little Shido, but he needs to do a little bit more. So
he has to. He's trying, he's attacking, but it's not.
Yeah, he didn't convince
there yet.
us yet. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, look at this knee. Ah.
Massive danger. With that also Tomoki Komi from the Georgian on the left side. Legrand's face a bit like what to do now.
I don't want to like to see this when you see the leg, the knee.
Yes, it is. So it's a tricky one, isn't it?
Luckily, nothing happened. Yeah. It's also dangerous when you're getting tired, yeah, and the coordination is not 100%, and your reaction is not 100%.
Hand is there.
Maybe something is wrong with Hugo Legrand. We really have to find out if he's really fit or got some injury. Look at this.
And no, they're not giving a score for that. The movement wasn't really stopped. There's no score. He managed to turn out. Oh no, there is a score. Sorry, they did give the Yuko.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, the movement wasn't broken, so that's a fair decision to make. Yuko for Georgian. And that's dropping back the opportunity for Legrand to go through to the semi-final. The referee just asked them to tie it up, and the Yuko has been withdrawn from the scoreboard, so it's still a Shido down for Legrand. He still needs to. It's an interesting one if you look back.
The thing it was slowly, but never has been any stop.
Yes, it wasn't
always
really
always was a movement.
Yes.
So luckily for Hugo Legrand, he still got a chance with 1:17.
Penalty has been given to him.
Second Shido.
2 Shido done now, and a minute, just a little bit over a minute to go before the end. Whoa! What a beautiful attack, Kosoto.
He really got strong there.
Absolutely amazing. That's what he's doing all day, isn't he? Getting Shidos here and there.
Yeah.
And then picking up some big throws, which is great.
Absolutely.
So now he has a Wazari and a huge opportunity to go through to the semi-final. Trying to work on the ground, let the time pass. Everybody's getting tired at this stage. Look at that again, beautiful Kosoto, really secure, tighten up, absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
So Legrand, 40 seconds, 42 seconds to go. Legrand has a Wazari, and now the Georgian has not much left to change it. We had to call the medical for a goal.
Some time to get clear in your head, to find the focus and to catch your breath. Then we're gonna have a wonderful replay.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Nice, isn't it?
And
really
it doesn't matter if you got in a hollow back or not. That's the score.
It is a score. Right, 42 seconds. I'm really interested of that, but I have to find out.
Me too, especially right. It's in different color from
so unusual,
head.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right, let's see this now. Let's stay focused.
Yeah.
Quarter final of the under 73 kilogram. Legrand is leading after being down by 2 Shido. He thrown beautiful Wazari with a Kosoto now.
Puts him under pressure.
He's really pressuring the Georgian. The Georgian is complaining that Legrand had a grip which is not allowed to have. But
the last half minute now.
Exactly, and he received the penalty for stepping out. Whoa! Legrand woken up, didn't he?
Something happened.
He's trying to throw everywhere.
Something happened in the break.
Right, nice. To an Agatem. Just look at that, yes. Wasn't really control. He managed to come out.
Yeah. He didn't have one arm to control him.
Yes.
The grip on the sleeve is better then.
Talashvili now have to draw
another
Makikomi. It's not tight, and 7 seconds to go before the end of the quarterfinal in the under 73 kilogram. And yes, not yet, 2 seconds. I was gonna say the French favorite is through, but
so his fights today are everything but not boring or
not much can happen in 2 seconds. I mean, we've seen magic before, but I have to say that I think he pretty much have it now.
The whole 5 minutes you're sitting there, keep your fingers crossed for Hugo Grant that he can change something at the score. In the end, he does.
Yeah. This is not the first time he did.
But
right, so this is it. It's finished.
He really looks tired.
The French favorite, Olympic bronze medalist, through to the semi-final in the man under 73 kilogram, and he's going to face Drakshic. It's going to be a good one for the semi-final. It's a nice top 4 laid out there for the under 73 kilogram. It's a Hungarian, Netherlands, Slovenian, French players are in the semi-finals. Yes, there is the Yuko, which has been wiped off after that from the Georgia, and then here's the beautiful Wazari from Hugo.
Yeah,
absolutely amazing. I'm glad he woke up at the end and managed to.
Wow! So one more fight before.
Yes, we have one more fight.
The break is coming, and I think now Hugo Legrand got some time to refresh himself a little bit, to be explosive again in the semi-final, because now he really looked tired.
Yes, they do. Huh? It's been a tough. I think 81-73 is always one of those which are a tough one. They need some break, get a bit of refreshment, as you said. And I think we have an opening ceremony today, don't we?
Yeah.
3:30.
Yeah. So we just will have a look to the last fight now between Sven Marisch and Diogo Lima. Germany against Portugal. Well, I didn't see. We didn't see Sven until now. I just had a look. One eye was on his mat. But now we're gonna have him here. Sven Marisch, under 81, his German opponent or national team colleague Alexander Witschacak lost in the first round against the number 1 seed here. Tough draw against Shrikashvili. Yeah,
absolutely.
We saw this fight.
Was it? He really put it out there and tried his best.
And now Sven got the chance.
Yes, against Diogo Lima in blue from Portugal.
Yeah. He was in a good shape at the preparation. His strength is his conditional skills, so he can fight. He said to me once, "Yes, it's like a horse. I always have the power. I don't know. Maybe it's because of I was running, and when I was a kid, I run a lot." He laughed. No, for some reason this is a good skill,
but
also the technique. Yeah, also the technical skills he got.
Yes, he's powerful. He's definitely right. That was
good.
A penalty before, and the second penalty has been given for both players, so it's still equal with 2 Shidos for both of them.
Yeah, within the first minute.
Yes. At this stage, when we get to quarterfinals, everything gets tight a bit more. Everybody's stepping up their games, getting the right grip, waiting for the right moment. And another Shido for the Portuguese. So that's 2-3. So Marisch needs to get another Shido Lima, and then here we go through to the semi-final. Whoa, nice drop Sonaga, but no score, wasn't really controlled. Trying to get a groundwork on now. And the turnover.
Yeah,
he's defending strongly, and now a choke there. It's not quite there. Turning back to it. The referee leaves them.
A nice movement from Sven.
Keep doing, yes, they groundwork. Now Lima gone on the top. Long Navaza, isn't it?
Yeah.
Mata now. And here's the drop Sonaga. Wasn't really tight enough, was it? Wasn't really controlled with the shoulder and the arm. Right, 3 minutes to go. And Marisch is leading with a 1 penalty. Well, Tomenaga and from Diogo Lima.
Detlef Ulsch sitting in the national coach chair. He's the national coach from him, and also the home coach.
Okay.
Oh.
And this is it. Less than half of the fight contest. The reason he got a Shido, he was.
Okay. He already had 3 Shidos.
Yes.
He already had 3-1 because.
And just for those who are not really clear of the
absolutely
rules,
okay.
Diogo Lima was protecting his lapel, so that means Mares wasn't really able to get it.
Yeah, I remember.
And we get penalty for that. Don't we? Yes.
And he's wondering because this is so defensive. And I remember that when I was a fighter, I hated it when somebody grabbed his or did this to defend, and I hated it. So anyway,
and sometimes they just try to have their arms up there close, maybe not purposely.
They don't have to touch,
yes,
but it's also.
But they blocking it.
It's and it is also defensive.
Yes, and this is
judo.
Exactly. It's considered to be defensive. Therefore, he received his 4th Shido.
Yeah, that's right. Absolutely. So that was short, but I'm happy for Mares. He is in the final
lineup in the semi-finals, don't we?
Yeah.
Going to be interesting for the afternoon.
So now we're gonna have a break, and we'll be back with the opening ceremony at 3:30.
Brilliant.
Yes, here in Montpellier. And after at 4:15, we're gonna start here with the rapid charge first, and then with the final
contest. Yes. Let's see who is going to become a European champion today.
Yeah.
We're back soon.
Have a nice break from Sandra and me. Bye bye and
bye for now.
See you. Bye bye.